you realize that I didn't even mention Kari in her professional capacity as a quantity surveyor, and I didn't mention Kari in her capacity as a counselor for Trafalgar Division. I mentioned Kari, the young mother. So welcome, Kari Douglas. Welcome, my dear, to Monday Morning Meds.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. First of all, how is Zane? That's my first question.
He's still on the mend.
He's still
coming on.
All right, great.
Still on medication.
Okay.
Not fully better.
Not fully better, but on
not
the mend.
Eating. One of the challenges has been to get him to eat during this time. Over the past 7 days, it's been really difficult. But
so you can't get him to eat.
Than last week.
All right, excellent. No.
And so am I.
Yes, because we know you are also sick. You were actually in the hospital a few days before Zane got sick. All right. So a lot of people aren't even aware that the reason why you reached out for help yourself when your baby got sick in the middle of the night on the weekend was because you had just been discharged from the hospital yourself.
Right, a day before that.
A day before. All right. So take me back now to the night before you reached the hospital. What were your concerns with your son? Why you decided to take him to Children's Hospital?
He was roasting in fever, and I was advised that that would have been the best place to take him. Incidentally, a few months before, I had an issue with him, well, a concern.
Right.
And I rushed to Andrew's Hospital, which normally would have been the hospital of my choice. That's where I'm normally treated.
Right.
And as I approached the emergency room unit, a nurse who was on the exterior of the building walked up to me and said, "Ma'am, are you here to treat yourself or for the baby?" And I said, "For the baby." She said, "No, we don't have a pediatrician here. The best place to take him is to the Children's Hospital." So at that time, I think I realized that there were very limited options for pediatrics in Kingston and St. Andrew. The truth is that I took him very early in the morning, so the private doctor that I normally take him to, well, I have 2 pediatricians that I use. Neither were open at the time. I was advised to take him to Children's. Fortunately, though, I phoned the private doctor and I was able to get through. So I'm just explaining that to you so that you understand that on the Saturday night that I took him to Children's Hospital, but because I didn't
have anywhere else to go.
Subsequently, I learned that the University Hospital has now established a pediatric department, and that I possibly could have taken him there, but I didn't. And I don't think I need an excuse either for taking him to the Children's Hospital where everybody else takes their child to when they're sick, you know?
Yeah, definitely. At the time that you took him on a Saturday night, the best place to take your child to at that time is Children's Hospital. No doubt about it. Hands down. Right? And anybody, I shuddered when I saw the comments that you should have carried him to private doctor. And I'm saying to myself, you are a Jamaican, your child is a Jamaican. You are supposed to be able to use the facilities like any other Jamaican. At the middle of the night, there is no pediatric center that is open. And as you said, the private hospital that we have that we can think of, Andrews. And when you're in a panic, you're not thinking about all the possibilities when you're in a panic. The baby is sick.
Very important note. Very important.
Right. So, I was advised by another administrator of the same hospital, and who is a director, as a matter of fact, and also another friend of mine who has children and grandchildren. Right.
And so it's accustomed to that routine.
Yeah, but you did the right thing. And there is nobody who... I couldn't understand how it got there, to the point where the people are actually saying you should not have taken your child there. Anyway, moving on now. So you get to Children's Hospital. What exactly happened when you got there?
what happened when I got there,
Yeah.
I spoke to a nurse. I was actually told to go to a certain nurse.
Right.
I tried to do those persons told me what the process was. I went, registered my child, got down, treated like everyone else, took him to, I think it's triage,
Right.
where, well, no, at first there was a nurse who took his vitals.
Right.
And having done that, sent me to triage for him to be treated for fever.
Right.
The nurse said it was a high fever. I did not know at the time what the details of the fever were.
Right.
He was given liquid Panadol, and I was sent to wait in the general area.
So they actually treated him with liquid Panadol before you even went to triage?
Well, I think I was told that that was triage.
Okay. The nurse. Okay, so the nurse administered liquid Panadol before you went to see the doctor?
That's right.
Okay.
Having done that, having waited, I then was sent to an area to wait behind about somewhere between 15 and 20 people.
And the long bench them? The long bench them?
Pardon?
And the long bench them?
That's right. Well, every bench that I sat on that night was a long bench.
Well,
both in the general waiting area
right.
and then closer to the doctor's office.
Okay, so about how long it took you to actually see the doctor?
Under 2 hours, I believe it could have been somewhere in the region of 1.25 or an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, so it was a light night?
Clearly.
It was a light night?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a light night. The place was full.
Because normally, okay. All right.
But I never had to wait too long.
Okay, great. So when you actually went to...
People generally think that an hour is long.
Right.
But
well, I'm telling you, where children is concerned, an hour is very short. Take it from me. An hour is very short.
It wasn't a long wait.
Right, it wasn't a long wait. So you did what I'm trying to establish here, Kari, because a lot of people think that you just barged in and demanded treatment. I'm trying to establish here that you actually did what you were supposed to do. You followed protocol right up to the point where you saw the doctor. And when you saw the doctor, what did the doctor say to you? The doctor examined the baby?
The doctor examined the baby, told me, but not in any great detail, some of what was wrong, and told me that it wasn't an emergency case, and so she was going to send me home to follow up with a private doctor. No, I looked at her and I said, I'm not sure that I understand what you're saying.
So you said to her you don't understand what she's saying. So you asked for her to break it down.
Right. What constitutes a medical emergency and how would that normally be treated? She said that no, I'm not going to tell you that. There's a long list of illnesses and their treatments and I have no time. I said, seriously, no. Can you just give me an example so that I understand? Because I just couldn't understand. And the baby is in my arms, roasting in fever. And I'm being told that I'm being sent home. All of the private doctor, which I know could not happen immediately, you know?
Right.
I needed to understand.
You just wanted to understand. So
information. I asked her several times. She said, ma'am, your son, these are exact words, ma'am, your son is not an emergency case, and so I'm sending you with your son to collect a gate pass and leave.
Your son is not an emergency, so I'm sending you with your son to collect a gate pass and leave. Those were her exact words.
Right.
Okay.
So I did that. Feeling very hopeless and very frustrated. I'm not inside myself because everybody knows I'm a very strong individual, right?
Right.
And the doctor gave me absolutely nothing to go home with. She didn't give me a prescription. She gave me no medical advice whatsoever.
No medical advice.
That's very concerned and very fearful. Anyway, she told me to leave and I left. And having reached the door to that children's hospital on my way out, it suddenly dawned upon me that the child is still in my arms, roasting with fever. Notwithstanding the fact that he had been given the Panadol. right?
So he was given the
And that
Panadol
is
but
when
still
he
had a
decided to
high
turn back.
fever. Hello?
Hello, yes.
Yes, I'm hearing you now. I was saying, so he was, even though he was given the Panadol, he still had a high fever.
Yeah.
All right, so when you reach the door now and you realize it.
This is not, pardon me?
All right, they're saying that you're breaking up. Let me try and see if I can remedy the situation. I'm not certain why, but give me a minute. Let me try and fix the audio. I think the speaker probably. All right, I'll put you on the actual phone speaker. Talk. Let me see if I can hear you clearly.
Okay, I'm hearing you clearly.
All right, listeners, let me know if you can hear Kari any clearer. It's going to be, I put it directly through the phone, so hopefully you can hear her a little clearer. What just happened?
Okay, I'm hearing you, Kamla.
All right, excellent. All right, so I don't know what happened a while ago. Give me a minute, Kari, because I'm trying to understand what is happening with my feed. It's like I'm not, like it not. All right. Better. Yeah, they said that you're better now. All right, no problem. So that is when you decided to turn back now. When you actually went to the door and you realized that the baby was still sick, that is when you decided to turn back.
Yeah, when you hadn't given me anything or told me anything.
All right, and when you went to back to the
And it was just unacceptable, and that I had nowhere else to go.
right, because by this time now, because you went after midnight, so by this time now it's about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, probably closer to in the morning.
All right. So when you went to the door now, what happened?
Went to the door, knocked on the door, said, "Doc, this is unacceptable." My exact words to her was that I believe that you're abusing your authority, and you still have not told me what to do with my child.
Okay.
And she sent me back out, and I went back out.
So by this time she had another patient?
Yes.
Okay. So she sent you back out and you went back out. And then what happened?
She called in another patient. I went back in and I stood at the door, having gone back in. There's some inaccuracies that have been published about me using a stool to breathe.
That's what I'm saying, because
Totally, I mean,
you had the baby and you still had the baby in your hand at this point.
pardon me?
You still had the baby in your hand at this point.
Right, but regardless, I don't know what a stool would have been doing in the doctor's office, right?
Much
So
less.
there was no stool, and I did not brace the door with anything. I simply stood by the door while she sat in her chair a distance away from me.
So you didn't lock her in.
Absolutely not.
So this fallacy that you held her hostage is just that. It's just a fallacy.
That is all it is.
Because she would have called in another patient and you would have gone in at the same time. So it's not like she was seeing a patient. She called in the patient while you were talking to her.
No, she called in the patient before.
Okay.
What happened really, is that there was one patient there. I went in, said what I had to say, asked what I had to ask, stepped back out. Having done that, she called in another patient, and then I went back in.
So basically you were indicating to her that you was not done, and she wouldn't even take a minute to talk to you.
Not even 30 seconds to say, go and give him an ice bath. Go and
Something.
give him some water to drink. Give him some grape juice. Give him a lime or an orange. I just needed to know. I'm not trained medically. And this is my first experience with a baby who is sick, who is my baby.
Exactly, because this is your first child. Thank you for clarifying that. So, were the police called, to your knowledge?
Yeah, man, the police were called.
The police were called. So, when the police came, what happened?
Well, they head doctor came out and announced to the patients and their parents who were there that no other patients would be seen because there's a patient who just assaulted the doctor. And I said, what? But I wasn't surprised, you know.
So did you touch the doctor at all? Did you touch the doctor?
Well, she touched me, actually. She touched me. But anyway.
She touched you?
There was no assault, and the police were called. And I said, call the police and please call the Minister of Health while they were at it, and call the Prime Minister while they were at it. But you see, surprisingly, you know, there were some security guards there. May have heard the commotion and came running in to the waiting area where I was by then. And what was very surprising was that the security guards seemed to have taken my side, you know?
So the security, because normally I know that the first line of defense is the security guards. So the security guards did not intervene on the doctor's behalf.
Well, not at all. I was allowed to stay on the compound. At no time was I asked, which clearly indicates that I was a threat to nobody.
Okay.
I stood there with the security guards and the head of security, who all tried to console me, who told me that they understood, they asked me what happened, you know, and you know, at that point of being so angry and so frustrated, it's almost as if I would have wanted to quarrel with the security guards, but I could not have any issue with them because they had taken my side. They said, Mommy, I understand. You didn't get a prescription and you want a prescription. I said, sir, I just want to know what is wrong with the child and what to do. And they kept repeating, Mommy, you want a prescription, right? And you don't get none, right? Almost,
so they understand.
Almost as if it is something that they had grown accustomed to.
Okay. So basically they keep repeating it because it's probably a common concern from parents that they come for treatment and they're being sent out with nothing at all.
Well, based on reports in social media and otherwise, this seems to be something that has been happening to many mothers, you know, across the island. An experience of so many. So the police came and took statements, I believe one from the doctor, came to me, asked me how I would like to proceed. I asked them if the doctor reported to them that I assaulted her, because she has just now shut down the entire A&E unit. And they said, no, Miss Douglas, she just told us that, you know, you were behaving rowdy and that she didn't give you a prescription because the case is not an emergency. I said, what? What? And for that reason, the entire unit
has to shut down. I'm glad people can hear from you, your side of the story, because this, I'm going to splice down this interview and I'm going to make sure everybody hear it, because people are crucifying you. There are so many rumors floating around about the things that you do. And I said, but I know Kari Douglas. Kari Douglas is no more than 5 feet 2 inches. Zane is a big baby. He's chunky. You're short. That's the bottom line. And your baby is a nice sized baby. Him weighty, as Jamaican people would say. And me know say you're not going to carry him to the doctor without a baby bag. So with all of those things, you managed to assault a doctor with the baby and the baby bag in your hand. I found it ludicrous that people would actually believe that. You understand?
People generally believe what they would like to believe. And there could also be several agendas that could cause people to take a certain position. But my only agenda and sole objective was to resolve the illness of my child at that time. Sole objective, you know. So I will take all the crucifying.
Yes, as I said, you are acting as a mother. When you go to the hospital with your child in the middle of the night, you are not a quantity surveyor, and you are not a counselor. You are a mother. Right? That is your primary responsibility at that time of the night to your child. Right? I'm just happy that he's okay right now. And I'm just glad that you are able to give me your side of the story for people who want to hear. What has happened so far in the course of the week?
My professional expertise is not in quantity surveying, it's in land economics, valuation surveying, and
my apologies, my dear. Yes. Yes, I know you're a surveyor. Sorry, I put
And
out
there
the
are
wrong.
three, actually.
Okay.
There are three. Land surveying, valuation surveying, quantity surveying.
Oh, okay. So you are a valuation
So
surveyor.
since then, several things that happened have taken place, some of which I don't think it's time for me to disclose now.
Okay,
Of
fair
course, there's
enough.
a lot of publicity, and you know, there are several media houses that have been discussing it widely.
Right. Most seem to be on your side, though, I must say.
And I'm not sure. I think that there are a lot of them that have had their own experiences, whether personally or I know that, for instance, there's a gentleman whose wife may have had an experience. There's a female who has had her own personal experience with her daughter.
Right.
There are others who have relatives who have had experiences. There are people who may not have had experiences with the children's hospital, but with other public health facilities. So, you know, it's a lot. And clearly coming out of this, I would like to be able to make a positive impact for the resolutions moving forward to strengthen the capacity of these hospitals. And then there's another part of it where, you know, notwithstanding the fact that the hospitals may be understaffed or under-resourced, some of these doctors are just very
cold
and
insensitive.
And I'll never understand how a medical doctor could look at a mother with an 8-month baby and just dismiss her like that. It was so simple the next day for my private doctor to say, okay, mommy, this is what's going on. And it took 5 minutes and a detailed prescription, and I was out of there. Also, when his temperature was taken upon arrival to that private facility, the nurse did not even allow me to sit. She said, come, mommy, you're going to treatment room 3. He's going to be placed in an ice bath. Look at the clock, it says 1:45, and he'll be there for 15 minutes.
Simple. And that's why pediatrics is such a special service. You have to have the temperament for it. If you can't handle pediatrics, because pediatrics is one of the most rewarding, yet one of the hardest, one of the most difficult specialties, right? So it's not for the faint-hearted.
When Michael Abrahams did point that out,
right?
In his article,
yes, he did.
Some people may have the mental aptitude and capacity and ability to study medicine, but do they have what it takes?
The emotional intelligence is lacking.
Do they have the empathy
right
with these patients? And for me, it can't be acceptable.
It's
and
not.
For somebody who is elected to serve people, I could not accept this. And believe me, had this been a baby from my constituency, I'm not sure that the outcome would have been any different.